We got Chris Evangelou today. Chris, what brought you out here to Vegas in the Mayweather Boxing Club?
You know, you wanna be the best. You got to train with the best. Like I always say, iron sharpens iron. So, you know, we saw that there's a lot of good fighters that come here. A good friend of mine, Ashley Theophane, who's here, he's signed by TMT, and we've got a good link here. I came 2 years ago. We've got great sparring here, great facilities, and what better to do it than at a time with a Maypac fight. And yeah, so that's what brought me here.
A little crazy with the Pacquiao fight getting ready to go on now with all these people in here, a little busier than normal.
Yeah, it is really busy. Being here 2 years ago and here now, it's developed, it's changed. I've got to see the evolution of the gym. You know, as Mayweather's got bigger, so has the gym and the exposure. Fighters all over the world are coming here, and that's what I want. I want to train and spar with the best in the world, and that's why I'm here.
What do you think about the talent that's inside here? You know, as compared to the people you see in England, and then as far as the style of training that they go through?
You know, anywhere you go, a boxing gym is a boxing gym. There's just different, you know, techniques and style. Here I noticed that there's a lot of Mayweather pad work going on, and, you know, the mitts, very similar, a lot of patterns and movements, and just, I think it's wherever you go in the world, the sort of champion of the gym, everyone emulates that sort of style. So in England, if the champion of the gym is a brawler, a lot of people in the gym are going to be tough and come forward. Here it's Mayweather, it's going to be all pitter-patter, movement, slick sort of fighting, and that's what I can see the theme of the gym is here.
The boxing fans, they always like to sit there and say, you know, the British style of fighting or American style of fighting or Asian or whatever. Do you see that? Do you agree with that?
To an extent, yeah, but you know, I've been born and raised in London. I'm a Brit. I know I've got the American flag on me, but I'm just representing, you know, America today. But you know, you do the British style of fighting. You know, you look at the Ricky Hattons. You know, maybe take a hit to give a hit. Over here, America is a bit more flamboyant and slick sort of movement. And I think growing up, that's what I watched. I watched Mayweather, you know, 10 years ago. I knew who he was, and the Oscar de la Hoyas and the Roy Jones, and that's the sort of fighter I've always kind of wanted to be and emulate, and that's what I incorporate in my own style. So when I'm fighting in Britain, a lot of people say I've got quite an American style, you know, as opposed to like a Mexican who will come forward and, you know, throw, you know, shots, and here it's like sort of pick you out, sort of make you look silly as you're throwing a shot. So here I've sort of adapted to that as sort of a better style for me.
Is it important for you to as you progress and you get closer to a title or whatever, that you've faced all kinds of different styles and you don't just get stuck in that one style, you know, the British style?
Of course. I mean, before I was with my coach Don Charles in England, I was a very much pure thoroughbred counterpuncher. I wouldn't really get involved in a trade-off. I wouldn't really do a hard defense where I take it on the glove. I'd rather move. But he's developed my style. So now before I was a boxer, now I'm a box fighter. You know, fighters come forward, boxers go back, and I like to think I do both now. You know, and that's what you need in the elite stages of the world. You can get away with having one good style at the bottom, sort of the lower divisions, but when you get into the higher divisions, you're going to come across someone who could sort of tick every box, and you want to have that answer for everything.
Well, you're a welterweight, a real exciting division. Who are some of the guys, as you work your way up, who are some of the guys that you really enjoy watching in and around your weight class?
Do you know what? In Britain we're blessed with some good welterweights, and you know, so you know, we've got Frankie Gavin, who's sort of at the top of the sort of British sort of level, and then we've got Kell Brook, who's world champ, Amir Khan. So we've got some good British thoroughbred fighters, but you know, it's a hot weight in the world. We've got Floyd Mayweather, pound for pound best in the world. We've got Manny Pacquiao, Cotto, who's one of my favourite fighters. So all these people I've sort of seen going up in the divisions, but you know, one day maybe I'll have those $1 million fights, you know, in Vegas.
What do you got to do to do that? You're 12-3 right now, nice record, but you're working your way up the ranks. What do you need to do for yourself to put you in that contender status and get you one of those $1 million fights?
I need to, as Jesse Reed Jr., I need to take names. That's what I need to do, and that's what you do in boxing. You can be 30-0, you could be 50-0, but if you haven't fought anyone, what's the point? You need to, you know, someone who's had 15 fights but had 10 hard contenders and champions on their record and taken their names and beaten them. That's a thoroughbred fighter, and that's what I want to start doing. You know, get my name up the rankings. I want to be a champ.
Yeah. Well, it wouldn't be correct, I guess, to be at the Mayweather gym and not get a prediction on the fight. So, Floyd Mayweather, Manny Pacquiao, May 2nd. How do you see that fight?
I think I'm going to say, do you know what? I'll say my prediction, but before I say it, I'm going to say I just want to see a good fight. I know it's been such a build-up for 5-6 years. I want to see a good fight. I'm going to say Mayweather on points.
All right, and then just lastly, you know, anyone you want to thank or shout out you want to give?
Yeah, do you know what? I mean, this sort of trip wouldn't be possible with, you know, the finance department of it, because it's an expensive trip to come out to Vegas to train and have my rent paid for and whatever. So I want to thank the sponsors that got me here. You know, it might be boring for people to always hear about sponsors, but they're the people that got me here, and that's Edmonton Eagles Boxing Club in back home. That's where I also train as well. Sylvan Estates, an estate agent who came on board last minute, who got me, you know, a third of the price of being here, and also Wraith Continental Bentley specialist. So I've got a Bentley garage specialist on me as well. So I just want to thank you guys for making it possible for me to be here. And my family, my girlfriend Laura, I love you, I miss you. And my family and my dad and manager, you know, who's here, you know, sweating it out in the gym. So yeah, thank you, and God bless you all. And thank you very much for the interview.
All right, Chris, appreciate it. Look forward to seeing you back in the ring.
Thank you. Cool.